the Israel and Hamas war has been a hot topic here in America for some reason. I think it's just because they've been like our number one aid recipient, if you will. And I would say that in most things I am pro Israel because I am a Bible believer and I believe that we should be taking care of Israel. But I don't know that I agree with agreeing or supporting everything they do, no matter what. And I don't agree with the bill that was just recently signed as well. I do believe that we have matters here in America that we need to take care of first before we start offering aid. Because it's all good and all if we're able to provide aid to everybody else, but if we can't defend our own freedoms, our own borders, our own politics, then, well, as the saying goes, a house divided against itself can't stand. And so this is going to be one of those things where I disagree with how they've handled this, how they've just continued to pass bills and bills on supporting Israel and things like that because, well, first of all, we just don't even have the money. We just keep printing it, which that's not how money works. It has it's a note that holds value because it is finite, and so the more and more you print of it, the less and less value it has. That's just basic supply and demand. But anyway, apparently the people who work in government don't know that, or they just don't care. It's probably they don't care. But yeah, we're just going to go over this article here because they passed the bill. It says these 37 House Democrats and 21 Republicans voted against Israel aid. I'm not going to get into like the names of them because it doesn't matter. Because on this aspect, I think I agree. Now, they might have different opinions as to why they don't want it passed, whereas my opinion is just that we have America problems that we need to take care of first before we start aiding other countries. Because, yeah, America is not in a great place right now. Let's just put it that way. It says the House of Representatives on Saturday passed a bill that includes more than 14 billion in military aid to Israel and more than 9 billion in humanitarian aid, much of which will go to Gaza. It's where is this money coming from? I'll tell you where it's coming from. It's just coming from more and more debt. Like I think the debt now is 34 trillion. It's like how do we even let it get that high? Well, it's because we keep electing people who just keep spending money that they don't have. That's how. And so yeah, the fact it's good and all that we're able to provide aid, but it's not even really aid because it's hurting America. And that's what I mean by it. It's like we really need to take care of ourselves first, not in like a only self-involved, self only me kind of way, but it's just that there's just so many problems that need resolved here in America before we can start resolving other issues around the world. That's just how it is. It says under an unconventional plan for House Speaker Mike Johnson, the bill will be sent to the Senate as part of a package that includes aid for Ukraine and Taiwan and a third bill that forces a sale of TikTok and allows the United States to confiscate Russian assets. Lawmakers voted individually on each component. And I love how they're throwing the TikTok thing into this. I mean, I kind of agree with Elon Musk on this. It's like it goes against, I believe, freedom of speech to ban TikTok. That but that's a whole different point. The whole point of this was just the aid, the aid. We're providing aid that we just can't even provide because it's not our money. We, it's bad when even just somebody like me, who's just like a normal person, can even realize that what, where are we getting the money to provide this aid? I guess we literally have money trees. That's crazy. It just keeps growing, just keeps growing. This is the combined bill closely mirrors 95.3 billion national security bill passed by the Senate in February. Three senators voted against that package over the Israel aid. President Joe Biden has pledged to sign the bill into a law after it passes the Senate in the coming days, a move that could anger those on the progressive left who have called for him to take a different approach to Israel's war in Gaza, where over 30,000 Palestinians have been killed. And that's where I am kind of in agreement too. Now, we may have different opinions as to why Israel shouldn't be supported, if you will. I'm sure they have different, we'll just put it that way, opinions on the matter. But I don't think that Israel's approach to this has been exactly great either. Just from what I've seen, I mean, I'm not there, of course, so I don't know. But just from what I've seen, I don't think they've been handling it particularly well. And yeah, so it's that, and then along with we just don't even have the money that we're providing aid for, that just kind of makes me vote against it. So it's kind of unfortunate that it did pass because it just means more and more debt that will have to be paid back sometime. You can't just keep rocking it up and boom, there it goes. It's contrary to popular belief, that is just not how debt works. You do have to pay it back. You do have to pay it back. So anyway, yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. It's kind of, like I said, unfortunate that it did pass, at least from my perspective, because we have matters back home that we need to take care of first. If you guys support it or don't, just let me know down in the comments. I like to have an interaction with people just to kind of see where their mind's at. If you do disagree, just tell me why. You don't have to, doesn't have to be a flame war in the comments. But yeah, if you guys liked the video, make sure to leave a like, and I hope to see you guys around. Peace.